Welcome to Tetsu Talk MMA Top Talk. Our top talk of the day, Raquel Pennington, and the possibility of her camp either being suspended or banned from UFC corners for their actions at UFC 224. On Saturday night at UFC 224, Raquel Pennington's corner at the end of the fourth round talked her into continuing the fight after she kind of refused to go back into the fight in her conditions. This incident caused a lot of controversy at the end of UFC 224 with social media lashing out that Raquel Pennington's corner was not right for making her go out there and continue to fight Amanda Nunes, where she lost in the fifth round by technical knockout, and it was obviously very, very obvious that she was not in the right condition to continue to fight. I did a live stream on Saturday of the pay-per-view live, and I did not notice her corner telling her that at the end of the fourth round, being that I was busy hosting the show. There's people on social media that feel her corner should not have done that. Then there's fighters and other people that feel like her corner was not wrong for talking her into continuing to fight Amanda Nunes, being that she still was not in condition to do so, or mentally saying that she did not feel so. I'm going to give my opinion on it. I think that her corner in some way was not right for doing this. I understand their motive, but at the same time, I feel like even they should know that a fighter, if they're not mentally there in the fight, then they're more capable of losing the fight, and that's what exactly happened. Regardless if you feel like you want your fighter to finish the fight and be tough and have the nature of the beast of fighting, when a person gives up in a fight and said, I don't want to fight no more, mentally, they don't want to fight no more. So they're not going to go out there with the same mentality to, fight the way they should to win a fight. And that's the only reason I disagree. I can understand where it's coming from, thinking that she probably just mentally thinking that she doesn't have a chance, and they need to pump her up as a camp, as friends, as her corner, and put her in a mind frame that she has what it takes to win this fight still. But when the fighter is mentally out, they're mentally out. That's how I feel. But the funny thing about it, on SureDog.com, there's a lot of fighters that thought different than what I think and some people think of her corner and forcing her back into the fight. There's a part of the article where even her girlfriend Tisha Torres also disagrees with the lashing of social media for what happened with the camp and how they proceeded to push her into the fight that she was not conditioned to continue to fight. It says right here, Pennington's fiance and fellow UFC fighter Tisha Torres has come out on Instagram to back the team's decision to convince Rocky to come out for the fifth and final round. Tisha Torres says, both us and our coaches agree with the decision made to go into the fifth round. We know Raquel more than anyone else and know if we let her give up and herself going into the last round, she would have always regretted it. She fought with heart and grit until the end. So Tisha Torres, her own girlfriend, is saying that her corner did not do it out of just their own egos. They knew Raquel Pennington as a person and thought Raquel Pennington would have been upset with them if they did not do otherwise. So that being said, okay, I can understand that as well. But at the same time, like I said, I go back to what I said. if you know that the person in that seat that's at the end of that round is not willing to fight, they're mentally out of there. Regardless if you know later on they look at the footage, they would have told you you should have told me to go back in there. That moment in that fight, they're not there. They're not mentally there. So you should know as a person in a fight game that they would not go out there and perform the same, regardless of their aftermath statement. But that's her girlfriend. So I feel like people should back off from continuing to comment on this subject. I'm doing this, of course, for my channel as news, but I feel if Tecia Torres is speaking out for Raquel and saying this is what was best for Raquel as a person to not think that she did not finish a fight, then people should let it be. Now, the whole thing with her camp should be actually suspended or banned from a corner. I feel with this statement by Tecia Torres, that should not be also. When I heard about this, I did not think about suspension or banning her camp, but I did thought this was a bad decision by her camp to put her back out there knowing that she was not mentally ready to continue this fight. But yeah, that's all I have to say. There's also other fighters that spoke on this situation that happened on UFC 224 in this fight, but I'm not going to beat a dead horse about it. And I feel that Raquel Pennington, she did look real bad at the end of that fight, as you can see right here, and it shows that she should not have been in that fight, fighting it out like this. But it is what it is. Her camp feel otherwise, so everybody should leave it alone. That's how I feel. And yeah, I hope she have a speedy recovery from what you see right here, and get back to fighting because she's a tough contender. And that's the thing about it too. I understand where they're coming from. Her whole mentality as she is Rocky, and she keeps going. She doesn't give up. So to feel that she got given up in that fight and not had that Rocky mentality, she definitely probably would live with it in a different manner once she got got her head back in the right place. So all power to Raquel Pennington for that great fight she did, and she's a warrior, and she should not feel bad about that loss because she went out as a champion. And that's all I got to say about that. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and as always, please keep it Tetsu.